Hello guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, the Folsons Tube once again.
Welcome back.
Well, we had the chance to be interviewed on a fellow YouTuber's channel. The name of the channel is Small Talk with Faith. I'm going to drop a link to the channel below in the description, so please subscribe to the channel. And in this video, we had the chance to share some of our experiences about living in Canada and many other interesting topics. So we decided to share it with you on our own channel.
So if you're an old subscriber, welcome back. We appreciate you. Thank you for always dropping by. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We'd like you to do a few things for us.
Like the video.
Share it with your friends. And family.
And subscribe. Smash that subscribe button.
Subscribe. And we believe that our content will be a blessing to you. Amen.
All right. Okay, so here is the interview. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Guest Who series. I am super excited. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm a Nigerian immigrant and YouTuber based in Toronto, Canada. If this is your first time here, what have you been waiting for? Please use that subscribe button down below and also click on the notification bell. So when I post a new video, you'll be the first to know. And if you're a returning viewer, always a pleasure to have you around. Thank you. So yes, today's episode is going to be explosive. Because what is better than one guest? Two guests. Yes, I have two amazing people joining me today. And guess what? They are my brother, my sister, all the way from Ghana. Of course, they live in Canada, but I love Ghanaians. So this is just an awesome time for me. Like, you can feel the joy. I'm sure you can see it as it is radiating on the screen. So they are fellow YouTubers like myself. Their YouTube channel is called the Folsons Tube. And, we're going to be talking about just living and thriving in Canada in general and, all other fun stuff. So without further ado, let me not waste your time because I'm sure you're more eager to see my guests. You see my face every day. So yeah, you're probably bored with this. So drum roll, please. Introducing my guests. Hi, guys.
Hi, Faith.
I love the energy.
Yes, a lot of ginger.
A lot of ginger. Let's pepper them very well.
Yeah. So nice seeing you, and thank you very much for having us on your Guest Who series.
Yes.
They've been really beneficial. We've watched a couple of them that you've had with others, so we are honored to be on.
We're honored.
Yeah.
Please, I'm the one that is honored. People should not. Please, let's I'm so happy that you guys agreed to do this with me. So, it's always a pleasure when I have people on my set. And like I said, now I have two people, not just one person. Please.
Yeah, twice the fun.
I'm on cloud 9.
I can imagine.
So how has it been? I mean, how is everything? Like, how is life in general in Canada? What even made you decide to come here? Let's start from there, all the way from Canada. What made you guys decide to relocate to Canada?
Well, I guess everything is going well by God's grace. In terms of coming to Canada, my madam here is the senior amongst all of us. So maybe I'll let her start first, and then I'll come in.
Okay. So I came to Canada in 2015. I remember the month so well, and even the day.
Okay.
So it was 31st August 2015. And I came as a student. I came as a PhD student. So I landed in Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. And I've always wanted to do my PhD. And so when I was in Ghana working, I started looking out for scholarship opportunities here and there. It took me a really long time to land on a scholarship. It took me like, 5 years. To land on a scholarship. But I was really determined to get a PhD because I don't want to have regrets. Like, I wish I got a master's. I wish I got a PhD. No, I don't want to do that kind of talk. And I like to teach. I like academia. So I thought, okay, let me just go for it. And so by God's grace, I got the scholarship and so that's what brought me here to Canada in 2015. Yeah.
Wow. She's really Olga.
So for me, my story, it's interesting. I always tell people that I mentioned Canada first in 2015 when Express Entry started, and I told her that, I've seen this opportunity. This is something that I'll be interested in. And then a few months down the line, she was bidding me farewell to Canada, and I was like, This is not fair now. I mean,
I left school
how can you leapfrog me and go ahead of me? But I guess that was what, the opportunity God had opened for her. So I took about 2 to 3 years to get the express entry, everything together. My application finally approved. And so I landed in January of 2018. So I guess it was all about seeking opportunities, out here and trying to challenge myself, because I'm in the tech field, right? I'm in IT, and I looked at all the cutting edge technologies and all the things that are happening in the world of IT, and I'm like, you know what? I must go to where the action is happening. And that's basically what brought me here to Canada. So that's my story.
Wow.
So Kweku didn't come to Canada because of me. He wanted to come to Canada from day one.
I was going to ask. Are you sure it's not because of you that he said?
No. That's what a lot of people think.
As I said, I mentioned Canada first.
And he would have come to Canada anyway if I even did not come to Canada.
Yeah, that's very likely.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if I mentioned, they're actually a couple. I don't even need to tell you, because you can see already. You can see the connection between the two. So yes, so which is why I was like, please, we must do this together. So, so how has life been really in Canada? Since you've been here for years, so you are definitely more experienced than I am. So, what would you say? How has life been in general for you guys, individually, even as a couple? What do you think?
Yeah, I think as with every immigrant that comes, there's that initial phase where you are trying to find your feet and trying to figure things out, and then after that, if God favors you and the land favors you, things kind of get settled for you, and you are at that point where you begin to thrive. So for me, I would say it's been a positive experience overall, and I just feel that it's just been the grace of God being good to me, because I haven't had those challenges that the popular story about immigrants coming and struggling to find jobs. In fact, I tell people that when I landed here, I actually began with a program in Conestoga College.
Yes.
And while I was in the college, like 3 weeks into it, I had recruiters who were like chasing me to leave school and come and start working, right?
I'm telling you, Kweku is so
serious? Hey, Kweku, you need to cut soap for us.
I will cut it for all of you. I spoke with this one recruiter. She was like, why are you in school? Like, you can get a good job now. Like, I don't understand. And I had to tell her that, you know what, I still wanted to finish with the school so that I have some Canadian experience. So I actually started working in my second term of school. I was combining like full-time work and full-time school. And it's just been good from that point on. I think I've already changed jobs maybe about 3 times since then. So it's been, I can't complain. It's been good. God has been good. And all the challenges that people face, I don't think that I can say that, it's difficult for me. I've had so many challenges, and Canada is difficult. Canada is bad for immigrants. I honestly can't say that. I think it's been a very positive experience.
Yeah, in fact, I'll talk about my own experience, but I just wanted to say something just to add to what Kweku was saying. sometimes people in Africa or people all over the world, they think when you immigrate to a certain country, everybody struggles. Like everybody struggles. But I think really it depends on where God needs you to be. And so if you invest a lot of prayer and you know that God needs me to be in Canada, then God will make your path straight. Not to say like you're not going to have any challenges at all. But some people have like 90% challenges, and that should even tell you that your location may not be right. So what am I saying? Not that everybody is coming to Canada, so you also pick your bag and you want to come to Canada. Really try and commune with God. And we are very like spiritual. We take God seriously and we take God first. And so we didn't just move. We knew that God wanted us to be here. Now, to my experience, so I came to school
for the little sermon.
And my little sermon.
We can share the grace now.
And then we can share the grace. And then you collect the offering. And I sing. So I'll do the praise and worship for us, and then we can move on. So I came in 2015. I did my undergrad in Ghana. Finished my master's in Ghana. So you can imagine. And I jumped onto a PhD in Canada. Most of the time, students will come from Ghana, Nigeria, they come and get a master's before they do a PhD. Or people who already have masters will even come and get a second master's just to get used to the education system, because the truth is, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So my first year was a struggle. Like, it wasn't easy, because here I was thinking like, I'm number one student in Ghana. People will come and bring their work to me, I'll edit, and I come here and they cancel all my English.
Oh my goodness.
So it was, I was getting even depressed. It wasn't easy for me at all. And I sit in a classroom with Canadians who are exceptional. Most of the time, when you have Canadians on a PhD, they are exceptional. They are exceptional. Right. So one Ghanaian guy, he was my senior, he told me that, what, Asantwa, you need to work twice the Canadian. And so you can imagine, I get to my office in the morning, like 8 a.m. I leave with the last school bus, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So I was really stressed. Oh my goodness. Can you remember? Like, I had acne all over my face. I wasn't really taking care of myself, but I was going to church too. So that was kind of like my leisure time. And then after 1 year, things started getting better. Yeah. And in the PhD program also, we have what we call comprehensive exams. And that, if you fail, then they either drop you either drop out of the program or you drop onto a master's. And I'm like, God, you cannot disgrace me. So I really needed to pass. So by God's grace, I had just 3 years and 4 months to finish my PhD, because my funding could only last for 3 years and 4 months. So I didn't get the luxury of 4 years, or some people come and they are doing one PhD for 5 years or 6 years. I told God, please give me divine speed and excellence. And so that has been my story. It wasn't easy in the beginning, but I was able to see through. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So as a couple now, like, how has it been living here? It's it's not like you've lived anywhere else as a couple, but hey,
Yeah, but for us, it's been interesting because, yes, we were here when we got married. So we traveled back home to Ghana to get married. As soon as we came, she had to leave to the US for a postdoc. Oh, wow. Right? Yeah. So, right from the very beginning, we were long distance. So that was like 2019, latter part of 2019. Yeah. And then COVID-19 struck. Oh, yeah. So for 8 months, we hadn't seen each other. It was Canada and the US. Wow. Then after that first year, that's when, because of things going online, she had a chance to come back to Canada. So, for us, like, there's been a silver lining in the COVID-19 in that it actually gave us the opportunity to live together. Right. Yeah, because that second year, her program should have even taken her outside to, somewhere else. Yeah, I was going to Europe. Yeah, but by God's providence, she was able to come to live in Canada. So, technically speaking, we've just been 1 year together. And so far, so good. I think Canada is good. Canada is a nice place. And then also, we don't have the pressures that our African society puts. Oh,
for sure.
So you have the peace of mind to do everything that you want to do at your own pace, right? Yes. At your own pace. Like, no one is giving you pressure, and you go out and you meet people and all this kind of thing. So it's been very healthy for us. I think it's been very good for us. It's given us a chance to actually focus on knowing each other more, building the marriage relationship, working on becoming friends. Yeah, because it's just us. Yeah, it's just us. So it's been positive, at least with the little community that we have here, also supporting us and helping us in little ways. I think it's been a really positive experience for us, and we are grateful to God for this opportunity to be here. Yeah. So I have lived in the US, I've lived here in Canada, and honestly, I would pick Canada.
The US, right? I think please don't let them hear.
I still work in the US, but I like the peace, the quiet, the calmness. In the US, we move like everybody always on the move, and so I like the Canadian feel.
Right. Okay. Honestly, you guys have so much. Like, in fact, at this point, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna have to bring you guys separately, because we need to talk about that, your IT, and we need to talk about your education. Like, there's just so much. You guys are so loaded. Like, I really I need to milk you dry from my subscribers. We need to do that. We need to talk about your profession. I think you have very interesting professions and careers. So that's definitely something. So I think one of the things that you mentioned, which is key, is that people, I think there's this misconception, right? That, when you come as an immigrant, you have to struggle, and it's not for I always say on my channel every time that, look, everyone's journey is different, right? So, the fact that, maybe a couple of people have had negative stories doesn't mean that is the general consensus, right?
Exactly.
So, I'm happy that you guys had such positive experiences when it came to like looking for jobs and all of that. So, I think people just need to know that, look, hey, it's not always all negative, right? Just do your best, pray about it, and then let's you'll see how things will work for you. So
exactly.
So okay, so in terms of like, what would you advise, guys? Because there are a lot of people, some people are in like 100 WhatsApp groups just trying to get to Canada.
I know.
WhatsApp groups about relocating to Canada and all of that stuff. So what would you advise, people coming in? Like, are there things that maybe you wish you knew before you relocated to Canada that maybe people can learn from such experiences?
Before you go to the express entry thing, Faith, I think that, we always tell people to do this express entry, but if you are listening to us now and you're someone who wants to go to school too, you can come through that route. I mean, that's the route I came through. So I finished my education, and then I think just before I finished is when I applied for the express entry. Otherwise, I was going to get that work permit. Because when you do a PhD, you get the work permits that will allow you to work in Canada for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
But I never actually got that because my PR came before that work permit. And so I had to pause it and collect my money back from the government of Canada. So I just wanted to throw it out here that is an option. Especially for people who are not thinking about, and so many of our people, when you say IELTS, they don't buy that kind of thing. I mean, education route too is not easy. Unless you have your own money, you can pay for your own college. Like me, I didn't have that money, so I had to pay for scholarship. So I'm just throwing it out here that it is an option. You can decide to come as a student. So I'm going to let Kweku talk about his in terms of anyone who is thinking about relocating,
I think what I'll say is that you need to know what it entails and really understand. Otherwise it will just be a wish, it will just be a dream. They said that if dreams were horses, beggars would ride, right?
Right, exactly.
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride, right? Like, I feel that a lot of people want to relocate, but then they are not willing to put in the effort and put in the work. Like, you need to understand that it's not something that is going to happen at the snap of a finger. It's going to take some time. I tell people it took me almost 2 to 3 years to go through the whole process. So you need to have that mentality that, look, it's not a quick fix. There is no quick fix thing about relocating to Canada.
Not at all.
You need to have it in the mind that this is going to take me some time, and pace yourself accordingly. Don't put pressure on yourself that you want to come to Canada tomorrow. So, people are looking for shortcuts and other alternative
There's no shortcuts.
ways which are not exactly legal to come in. I wouldn't advise anyone to do that because, Canada is so strict on that. If you misrepresent or you bring forth any false information, you could be banned for up to 5 or 10 years. Who knows even after that if you would ever be given the chance to apply for these opportunities. So I want to tell people that understand that it takes time.
Right.
Put in the work, be patient, do your research. So important.
People don't like to research at all. You can give them all the information, like all the link, and people will still come ask you questions that
right?
the link should respond to. And it's amazing, right?
Yeah, because if you want to really thrive in this system, you should be able to go through that process.
Yes.
Before even coming here, you should have your mind conditioned in a way that, look, things need effort to be put in order to be successful, right?
Exactly.
So that is one thing that I'll tell anyone who is willing to relocate here, whether you are single or you are married, have a family or you don't, you still need to do your research and put in the work and know the right information that you need that would help you be successful on that adventure.
Yeah, and on the job market too. On the job market, you need to be really hardworking.
Oh yeah.
It's not like back in our countries where you can go to work and you walk around and that kind of thing. you need to work.
Yeah.
I mean, when we say we are working from home, we are actually working.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Work redefined.
yes, work is fine because your manager will see, your supervisor, you have targets, you have
Needs
timelines.
to be productive.
Yes, and for me personally, I like to paint Africa well. I like you to say we picked this Black lady, and because of her, we want to pick another Black lady. You know, that's the example that I want to set everywhere I go, so that I increase
the
our chances,
other people to also get into these
and even when I was
spaces.
on my postdoc, I was the first African Black female to be selected on that program. So I'm like, you know, I can't be selfish. I need to think about my fellow African ladies so that tomorrow they can also be employed. So when you're coming here, know that the dollar is not on the ground.
No.
You have to work hard.
To get it.
Yeah. So,
honestly, what you just said now just made so much sense, and it just reminded me so much of my husband, because he always says that, like, look, you have to paint Africa well. When you're hired into a company, put in the work, you know, so that because of you, you know, the opportunities will be open to other people. Like, they'll be like, oh, this guy is so good. Oh my God, maybe anybody from, you know, they will be open to hiring more people like you.
Exactly.
But if you just go there and you do a shabby job, they're just like, oh gosh, this is
it's not about you. It goes a long way. I mean, anywhere you go as an African, you carry the continent.
You are representing the continent.
Exactly.
So
and already we are in the minority. Already we are in the minority. So we don't want to keep being the minority.
Exactly. So that's a very good point, actually. I mean, you know, see, this conversation, we can go on and on, which is why I'm saying, guys, we need to have a second.
Definitely.
Oh, you know, we are coming back here.
For sure. But you know, the continent will not forgive me. Even my Nigerian subscribers will not forgive me if I don't talk about Nigerian jollof and Ghana jollof. So please don't allow them be upset with me. Can we just trash that issue right now?
Oh wow!
Faith, I have a story to share.
Okay.
You want to hear that story? And I've shared this story with Kweku a number of times. But I told you that I have so many Nigerian friends. In fact, I love Nigerians, and I have so many Nigerian best friends. So when I was a student, we were in this Bible study group, and there were so many Nigerians. And one guy, you know, the Nigerian guys who can cook, and the guy believed himself, like he can really cook. So we had a one Bible study dedicated. It was a potluck, but it was actually dedicated to cooking Nigerian jollof rice. So this guy, he got everything, like we got everything for him. He said he wanted basmati rice, like all the tomato, all the nice things. We got it for this guy. And so we had about 90% of the people there Nigerians. I am a Ghanaian, so most of the time I'm quiet so that they don't beat me. But if I say anything, maybe they all pounce and beat me, so I'm quiet. So this guy cooked everything and he was taking us through the process. So I was really looking forward to eating the rice. And when we finished, they dished the rice and I ate. And I'm like, okay, so is this the Nigerian jollof rice?
Oh God,
but
who's that guy?
The funny thing, all the Nigerians there, they were saying, wow, it tastes so nice. Wow, it tastes so nice. And I'm like, maybe there's something wrong with my taste buds. I'm going to package some, take it home, and then the next day I'll eat it as lunch in school. So the next day I carried the food to school, and another Nigerian friend, he's one of my best friends. I'm like, you know, I have my lunch. Do you want to eat together? He said, oh, yes. I said, oh, this is the food that Nigerians cook. He said, oh, Nigeria, let's eat. This guy started eating. I'm like, Asanta, where did you bring this rice from? I said, your fellow Nigerians cook. He said, Nigerian rice is best. He said, this is so good, oh. And I'm like, really? So I'm like, but he said, but he started blaming the guy. That is not all Nigerian.
In fact, I'm blaming the guy too. I'm blaming. In fact, look, now that you said it, I'm upset. So I need to redeem our image. In fact, we need to do a vlog where I will bring jollof rice. And then you bring your Ghana jollof, because that guy must be punished. How dare he?
So I recently had a conversation with another gentleman there was like a meetup here, and there was Ghanaian. There was Ghanaian jollof which was served because one of the organizers was Ghanaian, and this whole jollof thing came up, and I was like, you know what? Let's not even go there because of how it tends to become, escalate arguments. And he was like, you know what? No, let's not make this an argument, but rather than thinking about which one is better than the other, let's just agree that each one has its unique taste.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I think that makes sense. So Nigerian jollof is different from Ghanaian jollof. Each one is unique in its taste, and we won't really say that one is better than the other or other. But I mean, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You have not tried my jollof. That's why.
Okay.
I'm looking forward
to redeem my country's image. What is that? Who is that guy?
And the guy is a caterer.
Oh my God, no! Please say no more. Say no more.
He's a top chef, and I'm like, so is this the jollof?
We trust you to.
No, we need to meet up and do this thing.
Yes.
Like we cannot trash it out on this episode. So yes. Then just teach us 2 Ghanaian stands before, so that we can, I should have even said Aquaba when we started.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
Aquaba.
Welcome, right? Aquaba.
Yes, that's welcome. So well done. Points for that.
You.
I think that they are the most common ones. Like Nigerians will say Omo, Ghanaians will say Chale.
Chale.
And I mean, other things like a popular one to that when I meet most Nigerians, most of them seem to know it is like Etisane, which is like, how are you? And then you respond, yeah. I'm fine.
Please, non-Ghanaian subscribers, I hope you're hearing Etisane.
Etisane.
That's very simple. Okay. Makes sense. I mean, when we meet up, maybe we'll do more of the slang so that, people can learn a bit more. So guys, you want to talk about your YouTube channel? I mean, like I said earlier, guys, they have a YouTube channel called the Folsons Tube. I'm going to link it on the screen, and I will also put it in the description box. I mean, they're actually very good, so you should check their channel out.
Thank you.
Okay. So guys, you want to tell them just a little bit about your channel so that they know what to do and what to expect and all of that.
Yeah. So we are 1 year. We actually just turned 1 year on YouTube.
Yep.
And we are so excited about that. We focus on education, like that I'm in academia.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk about scholarships. We try to help people who want to come to school at the graduate level, not undergrad. So masters, PhD. So by God's grace, we've been able to help a few people get into the system.
Yep.
We focus also on marriage, relationships.
Yep.
What else?
Health. A little bit of immigration stuff. I mean, we currently have only one video, but even from that one video, we get a lot of people reaching out.
Right?
Yeah. So I think those are the things that we mostly focus on, and just kind of like sharing our lives with others to inspire and encourage them, just to help them see that, they can be more, they can achieve their dreams, and, helping people to find confidence in who God has called them to be. So it's a little bit of all those things. And we hope that it would be a blessing to anyone who comes across our content. So
it's been a blessing to me. So for sure.
And
I'm not saying that, just throwing it out there.
I know you
need good. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys
you are also doing a very good job.
You are also doing a very good job.
Thank you.
We are happy to be friends.
Please, we need to build this relationship and make it physical.
I'm telling you.
Okay. So guys, I mean, we have to pause here, right? But you guys definitely come back, because I thoroughly enjoyed this.
We'll be back.
We shall be back.
Yes, you must be back. So yes, I think this is where I'm going to say we'll take a pause. And guys, please like this video, go to the Folsons Tube as well, and subscribe to their channel, subscribe to mine as well. Help us grow. Look, it's not easy, but we move every day.
We move.
So please share this video with folks that need it, and tell them to subscribe, tell them to hit the like button. If there are any comments, put them in the comment section, and then myself or my guys here would respond to you. And how do we say goodbye in Ghana, so that we can?
How do you say to
you? Say maybe NEHA.
Aha. So guys, I think we'll just say it together. 1, 2, 3. NEHA. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye. So, guys, we hope you enjoyed the interview with Faith.
Yep.
She is an HR professional here in Canada. And so, if you are in that field, you have questions about job searches,
Yep.
and you need somebody to talk to, do reach out to her, and I'm sure she will be beneficial to you.
Yep. So don't forget once again to this time like both videos on the channel.
Like both videos on the channel.
Drop a comment on both videos on the channels.
Please drop a comment.
And subscribe to both channels if you haven't done so.
Subscribe to both channels. Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.